poste.
And here is the talisman that they send through the post office. It has, you can see the form of the pyramid and the oil on it, which symbolizes the goddess of wisdom. And it has the all-seeing eyes in the middle, also known as the eye of providence. It is also called the devil eye, watching over his followers in the worship place. That eye also originated from the pyramid in Egypt, known as the eye of Horus. Horus is the ancient tutelary deity in Egypt. Or it is also, Horus is also known as Uja, meaning the whole one. And together with this talisman, the instruction is for me to wear it on my neck as a symbol of my loyalty to the Illuminati. So when I wear this on my neck, if I am in a church preaching, as long as I am wearing this, anything that I can say, it will make people like behave like crazy. They are excited. They will not even know what is pushing them. They are very excited about what I'm saying. Then, accompanied to that talisman, this ring was also sent to me. This is the all-seeing eye. And when I wear this ring, when I'm wearing it, if you are talking about me, even in your room, it will be as if I am there. I will be listening to the whole conversation. When I'm wearing this ring, no evil can get me as long as I'm wearing this ring. It's also a sign of my protection. As I'm wearing this ring, if there is any danger around the place where I am, I will know, and I will leave the place. If, for example, there will be an accident, I will know, and I will leave the place. I remember one day, I was wearing this ring, then I listened to the conversation of some of my colleagues in the office. They were talking about me, and the next day when I went back to the office, I told them exactly everything what they were saying, and they were shocked. Now, knowing me as a pastor, they began to call me a prophet. They were now calling me a prophet of God, that I was able to reveal everything that they were talking about me. And from that day, they stopped talking on my back.
Alors, il nous dit que quelques temps après, les membres d'Illuminati ont envoyé les outils qu'il avait demandé via la poste. Lorsqu'il allait prendre cela, la chaîne qu'il vient de montrer précédemment, ce talisman, c'est une chaîne, il y a un symbole de pyramide. Sur cette symbole de pyramide, il y a la forme d'un hibou qui représente la déesse de la sagesse. Cette déesse de la sagesse, c'est pour lui donner beaucoup de sagesse, parce que lorsqu'il porte cette chaîne et qu'il est en pleine prédication, tout ce qu'il dit, les membres de la congrégation seront tellement envahis et seront tellement excités à comprendre tout ce qu'il dit. Il dit précisément que cette pyramide vient de l'Égypte, son origine c'est de l'Égypte. Il dit qu'on lui a encore donné une deuxième bague. Lorsqu'il porte cette bague, il a l'autorité, il a le pouvoir. Partout, si vous mouchardez à son sujet, il va entendre cela. Il dit qu'un jour, il était dans son bureau, ses collègues étaient en train de moucharder à son sujet, on était en train de faire du chantage à son sujet. Il a entendu tout ce que ses collègues ont dit. Le lendemain, il est venu révéler exactement tout ce que ses collègues ont dit dans son dos, et ses collègues étaient tellement frappés, vu le fait qu'il était un pasteur, on l'a commencé à appeler un prophète.
And that is how, even in many churches, when I'm going to preach, I will wear the ring first. Then there is a way of incantation that I will be doing. I'll be doing the incantation. I will be calling the great master 3 times, asking him for assistance to the place where I'm going. And I will know if in that church, if I wear it, people will be afraid. Then I will just put it in my pocket so that people will not be afraid. And in that church, I will talk to people, telling them, some of them, I give them their names. Some of them, I give them their addresses, and they will be shocked. Some of them, I even give them their phone numbers. And this is my first time to step into that church. They will look at me as a powerful prophet in that church. And most of the time, when I want to just camouflage as a camouflage, I will remove the talisman from this chain. Then I will just put the crucifix, the cross on it. I'll put the cross on it, and I just wear it as an outward, and people will be looking at me as a pastor. But they don't know that I just wear it just to blind their eyes, to deceive them.
Alors, il nous dit que chaque fois qu'il est en pleine prédication, il va porter cette bague. Lorsqu'il porte cette bague sur son doigt, il va appeler le nom du grand maître à 3 reprises. Lorsqu'il appelle cela, il donne des paroles de prophétie et le peuple sera émerveillé. Il porte aussi le talisman, cette chaîne qu'il a mis la forme de croix sur cela pour aveugler les gens parce qu'il ne voulait pas que ce qui se passe.
Now, they now ask me to sign an oath with them. This is the part where I really question them very well. I question them about the oath, that if I sign it, is there anything that I will have to pay? The answer was that anybody that asked me to pay for any item from the Illuminati, then I should know that the person is a scammer, that they don't collect any money. I asked them, no, is there anything else that I will be required to give after I sign this oath? They said, no, don't worry, there is nothing that will be required. And then they still send it to my address. Here is the document that came. I got it from the post office. And here is the oath. When I went through the oath, I read it. So since it was not written anywhere there that I will have to give in return like human being or anything else, so it was okay for me. So I signed it.
Alors, il nous dit que quelques temps après, on lui a dit qu'il devait signer un pacte avec les membres d'Illuminati. C'est à ce moment qu'il a scruté et s'est renseigné en profondeur pour savoir l'implication de ce pacte. On lui a dit qu'il n'y a aucune implication, qu'on ne demande aucune somme d'argent. On lui a dit que si quelqu'un lui demande une somme d'argent, c'est que ce sont les fraudeurs sur Internet. Il a succombé à cela. Il a accepté à signer ce pacte avec eux. On a envoyé ce pacte via la poste à travers son courrier électronique. Vu sur ce fait, les déclarations sur cette pacte, c'était qu'il ne devait faire aucun sacrifice humain. Il a accepté à cette pacte et il a signé cela.
And when the oath arrived, I went to the post office. I was together with my wife in the car. And when I received the envelope, I did not open the envelope in front of my wife because I didn't want her to know what was inside. I just kept it and I dropped her in the house. I went to the office. It was in my office that I opened it. I went through, I read it, then I scanned it and sent it to them through email. And I kept it there in my office. On the oath, it is written, upon this eternal oath, I fully pledge to dedicate my mind to the discovery of knowledge, to dedicate my soul to the pursuit of enlightenment, to dedicate my efforts to the progress of abundance, to dedicate my existence to bring all people in all places into unification. This has to do with the New World Order. The New World Order is a plan, is a project, ongoing project right now by the elite of the Illuminati. It is a project to rule the world in a single system of government using this, one currency and using one government system. But this New World Order, it will be difficult in terms of religious and economic standpoint, because it is true the Bible tells us in Romans chapter 13 from verse 1 to 7 that we need to obey the leaders of the country, But the Bible also tells us in Acts of Apostles chapter 5 verse 29 that we should rather obey God than obey men. So that is where the challenge will be in the religious and economic standpoint. Because to that new world order, they will deceive people with the promises of hope and peace and a nice way of living. But there is no government system that can provide the real peace. The real peace only comes from God. And the real hope only comes from God alone, from Jesus Christ alone. The last point on the oath, it says, and to dedicate my life and days upon this planet to the protection and advancement of the human species. On this day of May 9, 2017, then I signed and I put my name there as it is on the passport, Patrice Noah Besala. This eternal pledge.
Alors, il nous dit que lorsqu'il allait à la poste pour récupérer ce pacte, lorsqu'il est allé pour récupérer ce pacte, autant pour moi, il était avec son épouse, on a mis cela dans l'enveloppe, il a ouvert cela à l'insu de son épouse, et il vient de lire précisément en langue anglaise tous les engagements qu'on lui a demandé de prendre, et il y avait des engagements que les membres du Illuminati lui ont dit qu'il devait accepter et succomber à ces engagements, et c'est justement les engagements qu'il vient de lire en langue anglaise.
Then after
Now tell us, what are the instructions that they use you to do?
After I now signed the oath, the same person who used to appear to me on the dream was now coming to me, still in the dream, giving me instructions of what to do. My assignment was to go to churches, to destroy churches and Christians in general. The person will come to me in a dream and show me a picture of a lady. And this lady is in a particular church. Then I will get the address of the church, the name and the address of the church. I will go there, I will introduce myself as a pastor, as an interdenominational missionary. Then I will request that I would like to be a blessing for the congregation. Now, many churches in the Philippines, they have the policy that if it is a branch, they cannot give the pulpit to somebody who is not part of their team without the approval of the headquarters. Then most of these pastors, what they will do is that the pastor will tell me, since this Sunday is my turn to preach, so I will just give you my schedule. You will preach instead of me. And when I go to church, while I'm preaching, first I will be sitting in the church. When the praise and worship is going on, I will confuse the mind of the people in that church. I just need to blow the air from my mouth. And once I blow the air from my mouth, that air now will go around. All those who are sitting in that church, that they are not in the attitude of prayer, they will all be in confusion. All those who are not rooted in the word of God and they are not prayerful, they will be in total confusion. They will begin to feel weak. They will begin to feel sleepy at that time. Even if it is like the pastor of that church who is giving the exhortation, they can't understand anything. And even when the exhortation is going on, I will be interpreting the message in their mind in a different way. The pastor will be saying this, they will be getting something else, something different. And they will misquote the pastor at the end of the day. And when I will be preaching, I make sure the picture that they show me, make sure I go to the lady, I will recognize the lady very well. Make sure I just touch her. Because before I came, I wear the ring and I made the incantation as the instructions were given to me. And I will just touch the lady. Once I touch the lady, even if the lady was living the life of holiness for how many years, she must fall. And once I touch her, after the service, most of them, they are the one looking for my name, searching for my name on Facebook. They will send me the request. Immediately I will accept the request. And I just need to ask her through Facebook her contact number. Because I don't want to chat with them on Facebook. Once I get the contact number, I'll begin to text. I am still around that place. I will ask just, do you know how to massage? person will say, I've never done that before, but I can try. And I know this one is already inside my box. And I will give the address of the hotel where we have to meet. We will meet there for massage, and that's all. I will have an affair with the lady. And once I have an affair with her, that's how her life will begin to go down. She will be impacted with the spirit of lust. She will now be the one running after men to have an affair with men. And in churches, most of the churches, I will go through the youth. If I'm preaching, I'm not going to have an affair with all of them. I will just have to lay hands on them. Once I lay hands on them, they will be impacted with that spirit of lust. And between them, they begin to have an affair between them, and we begin to hear about pregnancies between them.
Alors, il nous dit que lorsqu'il s'est joint aux Illuminati, sa mission, c'était de détruire les églises et les fidèles dans les églises. Il nous dit qu'on lui a donné mission de détruire une fille dans une église. Lorsqu'il est arrivé dans une église, il n'a pas reçu lui des outils pour détruire cette église. Il a fait ses incantations, il a soufflé l'air dans la salle, et tout ce que, au cours